Welcome to the Beta Squad video of the week. I know that this is Niko, but you know, he's in the Beta Squad, so it counts. The amount of times that this video has been recommended to me is crazy, and it's about time that we finally watched it. I think this is also a proper time to say that my current favorite member of the Beta Squad is definitely Niko. I've watched plenty of their content now to at least have first impression favorites, and I would put Niko at the top because of his wittiness. He's just so good on the fly, and I really love that in a creator. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how he basically either runs for mayor or becomes the mayor. I don't know if he wins, but if he does, that'll be kind of nuts. For YAPS today, let's talk about something a little bit controversial. We need to talk about the perfect house temp when you're going to sleep. I'm not talking what you keep your thermostat at all day. I'm talking about when you're hitting the pillow, what's the thermostat on? TikTok tells me that there's some people who like to sleep in the depths of hell and they keep their thermostat at 78 plus. If you want to sleep in the desert, just say that. I promise you will not catch me sleeping in above 73 degrees. 73's even pushing it, but I live in Arizona, so keeping it anything more than that, it's a very expensive bill to pay. For me, the perfect temperature to sleep in is 69 to 70 degrees. If I can't snuggle up under my blanket comfortably, I'm out. I would like to add a little bit of clarification, and that's the fact that if you can't afford it, that's why you do it, fair. If you literally are doing it because you enjoy sleeping in that much heat, you have a fucking problem. I feel good now that I got this off my chest, and now it's time to get into today's video. The title says he won. I'm going to be so stunned if this is true. I think I already mentioned that in my intro, but let's find out how Niko won the London mayor election.
Londoners will head to the polls to elect our next mayor. It's going to be quite a contest, with the prize the most important job in London.
Niko Omilana is the youngest standing to be mayor.
YouTube star Niko Omilana.
Youngest candidate, independent candidate Niko Omilana.
Should people be putting their vote to a YouTuber who's 23 and maybe hasn't got as much experience of life as others?
This is a big job in British politics. A person who is elected will be managing a budget of more than £17 billion a year.
What do you think about Niko Omilana trying to become London mayor?
Not got a chance.
But does he know anything about politics?
Making politics a game.
Realistically, you're not going to win.
It is a disgrace that you're running for mayor. Isn't it really just
oh my God.
There's sort of dangerous element to it.
So how about you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name's Niko Omilana, known internet troll and supreme leader of the Niko Defence League.
NDL? Is that his crew? Like TBC? Okay.
The NDL is the Niko Defence League. Basically, a few years ago, I trolled a racist group called the English Defence League.
So you really are a schmuck.
I think.
And they took your teeth as well?
Yeah, they did.
Which ended up getting me countless death threats, and one of their members told me that I'd never be as big as their group. So we went ahead and made the Niko Defence League.
Oh
I've started the Niko Defence League. Join now! And blew them out of the water. And now, me and the NDL just ran for London mayor.
Wow, that's funny.
I'm running for mayor of London. You're looking at the future mayor of London. Vote for Niko. Thank you, Niko for mayor.
So why are you running?
Because young people aren't represented in politics.
Why they're not voting is not feeling represented by politicians.
Younger people don't turn out to vote.
Young people are actually engaged with issues that they know about, but politicians currently aren't engaging them.
I wanted to show that we can really make waves and shake things up in the political space, and at the very least show that young people will go out and vote when they're really behind something, and hopefully persuade these major parties to try harder to represent young people.
You know what? I was not expecting this to be so serious, I guess. Because, you know, like you said at the start, he's a troll. I actually love that. That is such a cool concept. Like, the fact that, yeah, young people, I feel like, aren't super into politics, or they're not going out and voting as much as maybe the older generations. And if you give us something that we're passionate about and we really, like, love the person running, I feel like you would see a different result. So this is like almost like a cool social test more than anything. So I really like that.
in future.
I wasn't expecting it.
Otherwise, they're just proving that they're pussies.
So who did you actually run against?
Pussies.
Well, there was a lot of people. This was a record-breaking year. More people ran this year for London Mayor than ever before. But let's start. There's the top 4 parties. Let's call them the untouchables. That's Labour, Conservatives, Green Party, Lib Dems. They all have huge funding and they've been established for many, many years. Then I'd say there's the villains. There's Lawrence Fox, a man who had £5 million in budget for his whole campaign, and he's all around a questionable person. There's Brian Rose, who had billboards across London for months. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing his face. And he also drank his own urine. And Peter Gammons, a man who ran for the UKIP party, who have heavy links to racism within their ranks.
No.
So a good bunch.
And anyone else?
Well, a bin ran, and another YouTuber as well. And obviously
Max.
me, Niko Milana. Did anybody think I could win? No. Did anybody think I could make any waves at all? Definitely not.
But history will have to be our guide here on whether any big breakthrough is likely. Back in 2016, the top 5 candidates, the candidates from the top 5 parties, got nearly 94% of the votes. This is a really hard mould to crack.
There were 20 candidates in total, and I was joint bottom favourite to win. I think my odds were at like 500 to 1, so they really gave us no chance of getting anywhere, and it became personal with me. Because little did they know, we'd been planning this for a very long time.
They don't know
I didn't want to ever say it because I didn't know if he was going to say it, but I actually knew he was going to run for mayor back then.
Niko actually told us that he was going to run for Prime Minister.
No, it was always Mayor.
When did he tell us that? Because he's doing it now, but
that was when we were in Miami.
It was a year ago.
Obviously, if I was going to do this, I had to be myself. And the best way to do that was launching the whole campaign in the most stupid way possible. And the idea which I actually came up with was walking out in my announcement video in a suit jacket, tech police bottoms, an unironed shirt, football boots, and children's glasses, while simultaneously saying I'm taking it extremely seriously.
Seems like the correct way to announce it.
Yeah, no, it was the best way.
Yeah.
But I had no idea how much it was going to take off. No clue. And after this...
How would you run for mayor without that intro? You know, you got all these serious people. I fucking love that he chose to do that.
Social media went wild. Everyone was talking about it and the people were supporting me. But somehow, with all this attention we were getting on social media, everyone tweeting it out, some of the biggest names in the UK, no media were reaching out at all. So we needed to figure out a way of getting that. So I took advantage of the power the NDL have on social media and directed it directly towards the BBC, demanding an interview. And I did not leave.
I know, I was there with you.
Yeah, we did not leave until we got it.
They demanded an
From one BBC to another, make the right choice and interview me. And surprise, surprise, we got the interview. We bullied the BBC into interviewing us, and we used that as an opportunity to launch the first point in our manifesto, telling Boris Johnson, shush. We then got a London bus and turned it into a restaurant where we promoted the Forefront project, who helped steer young people away from crime. We found my whole doppelganger and used them to prank the media and help launch our full manifesto, which included deporting the EDL, shutting down any McDonald's with a broken McFlurry machine and turning it into low-rent housing, freezing the River Thames so people could ice skate over it, and bringing the price of the Freddo back down to 5p. And now, although the manifesto was a massive joke, what we tried to do was have good heart behind the message of the manifesto. Solely standing up for issues that actually do need to be solved as well. Now,
I was gonna say there's like a mixed bag of seriousness and then not seriousness, at least in that list it seemed like.
As popular as the manifesto was on social media, there was some people who actually ended up having issues with it.
Freezing over the Thames, I think, and telling Boris Johnson to shush. Really? Will it actually happen? How, do you have sort of superpowers?
No, I don't have superpowers, but luckily some of my friends do. So I'm actually good friends with Elsa from Frozen, and she will freeze the River Thames.
How can voters take you seriously with those sorts of claims?
Realistically, you're not going to win.
Isn't it all just a bit of a joke?
No.
What would you say are the characteristics that make up an NDL member?
World domination.
Hitler had similar ideas.
Hitler had similar ideas.
No. Pussies. The pussies had issues with it, and we made them crumble.
That wasn't in the script.
Yeah, I know. But I wanted this manifesto to be everywhere. Social media wasn't enough. I wanted it to be on billboards. Now that just sounds like a stupid idea, but somehow we managed to make it happen.
This is a big moment, George. First time on a billboard.
We've got to look
out. You put a lot of effort into this.
Oh, no way.
Oh my gosh, make transport free for under 18s and over 69s. Uni students included. Let's go, Niko for mayor. That's me. And it was on billboard to billboard to billboard to billboard to billboard to billboard. I don't even know how many billboards there were. But yeah, and it was nuts.
That's nuts, yeah.
I remember going to Leicester Square when I was just a kid, trying to be like all the YouTubers at the time, just trying to be like them, basically trying to replicate their videos. So it was nuts going to actual Leicester Square and being on a billboard just up there. It was definitely like a...
I always love seeing early on YouTubers, like before they became who they are. Like it's so sick that when he was younger, he kind of like always had this in him. I just love seeing that because it's like seeing someone's dream come true is so cool. And it obviously was a dream for him. He's doing it like when he was like 10. So I love that for him.
A life moment.
Hell yeah, Niko.
Add a second eye to the London Eye so it becomes the London Eyes. Inspirational.
Sound of the underground. My friends on a billboard.
Let's go. But we took advantage of being there, and we were trying to use that as a campaigning opportunity and speaking to the people. Add a second eye to the London Eye. Yeah. You gonna vote for me?
Oh, you on there, right?
Yeah, yeah. I've got your vote.
Good man.
Thank you.
Good man.
Oh, yes. Oh, guys. Yeah.
How old are you, may I ask?
Me, I'm 39.
39? Oh, you look really young. You're looking on 20.
Yeah. No, it's the face cream I use.
You look really young.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The billboards were sick, but what really ended up blowing me away was all the people who went down to see them. Like, the NDL came out in their masses. Like, it was the first opportunity which I really gave the public to support the campaign and show their support. So seeing everyone sending in their videos, it really was insane.
Who should support you?
That's pretty sick.
And who is that for Niko? Boris Johnson.
The editing, whoever Niko's editor is, give him a raise. This is quality.
But we needed bigger and better ways to campaign to reach more people.
So how did you even do that?
Well, never thought in my YouTube career we'd be renting a boat. Is this our boat? Oh, that's our boat. We got a boat.
Oh my God. The dedication, man.
This campaign is ridiculous, man. This is dumb. We did all of our campaigning to that point on the ground. So it was only right to take it to the water. And on the boat, we had
that water looks like shit
on the side. So anyone seeing it would have just been like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, no, we got a mariachi band as well, just playing.
Fredo Principal. Fredo Principal.
They're bad.
Boris Johnson shoes. Boris Johnson shoes.
It's so unserious, bro.
Shush. May 6th. Niko. Let's go! They were playing my YouTube channel theme, which has been with me since I first started YouTube.
This has a nice little beat to it. I don't think I've heard it.
We passed famous landmarks like Parliament, Big Ben. Big Ben is currently being constructed into Big Ben Clock, a real BBC. They're already making my changes happen. This is what I like. The London Eye. Crazy to think when I'm mayor there's going to be 2 of these. The London Eye will become the London Eyes, so London has more vision. And George was literally running around the whole city like a madman, out of breath, trying to catch up with us. We had people watching us on the bridges, just looking at this huge boat. Let's go, Niko Defence League, that's what I'm saying. Big up. We're catching the people's eyes. And I'll tell you why, because we're giving them a message which they can connect to. Fredo, prices are too expensive. It's robbery, daylight robbery, how they've gone up so much. And that's why we have to fix it. And our final movement was going past City Hall, the place which I'd actually be crowned as mayor. That's where the results end up happening.
I I am truly impressed by the lengths he has gone. I know we're not even halfway through the video, but like, he basically rented this boat out for the day and added a massive sign. Like, the amount of effort that he's put in is sick. It's impressive shit. Thank God for his budget.
It's the final furlong. Just 48 hours till Londoners go to the polls. The mayoral candidates make their final push for votes.
The more we campaigned and the longer the election went on, the more ridiculous things got. Like, 2 guys turned up at the house with a whole painting of me, like a mural. I was thinking, what the hell is this? And if that's not crazy enough, someone turned up with a customized car. Oh my gosh, what is going on outside? What? And yo!
How do they know where they live?
We weren't living real life, man. It was nuts. At this point, heads were turning. My odds went 10 times lower in the bookies, and people were seeing me as a legitimate candidate, which got us the opportunity to speak to ITV News.
Wow.
Now, obviously I was skeptical because I didn't know how they were going to portray me, but at the same time, it's ITV, you've almost got to talk to them. So I had no choice but to double down. Niko Omilana, Supreme Leader of the Niko Defence League. I'm going to make you pay.
At 23, Niko Omilana is the youngest standing to be mayor.
I feel like someone had to stand up and tell the big man Boris, shush. Someone needs to do that. And also, someone needs to employ more police, put them straight into the Houses of Parliament, because that's where all the real criminals are.
Should people be putting their vote to a YouTuber who's 23 and maybe hasn't got as much experience of life as others?
Yes, because I'm the only honest one of the lot. The one thing I needed ITV to realise was I was the most serious candidate. And I think I did that in 2 words.
2 days left of campaigning. Can they get their message into 2 words?
Creating equality.
Restoring hope. Independent voice.
For vibes. Bang! Right there was my whole campaign marketing done. Those 2 words held so much power, and that one face became a meme.
Yo, that's good.
#1 victory royale, yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
At one point, my whole Twitter timeline changed their profile picture to my face.
Oh my God.
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. Vibe Mania was here. But the campaign was coming to an end. The election day was coming. So I took advantage of all that social media hype and used it as one final push to get the people to come out and vote for me. My friends, the election is upon us. Make sure you vote me, Niko Omilana, as your first choice option for London Mayor tomorrow.
Dude.
If you want good vibes in the city, then I am the only person who can make it happen.
At 7 a.m. tomorrow, the polls will open in local elections across London and the home county.
I can't stop thinking about what happens if he actually wins. I know he like can't be the mayor right now, right? It would be so nuts if he actually took on the job with 0 experience. That would be so crazy. I know he doesn't, right? I still don't know.
Polling stations have been open since 7 o'clock this morning to choose the next mayor of London. Voting booths, if you want to still go along, will be open until 10 o'clock tonight.
Let's see it,
every
Niko.
other candidate definitely thought that because it was election day, campaigning was over. But no, not us. We were only just getting started.
On the campaign, or on the voting day. Respect.
We hired a whole chauffeur and brought out the NDL car, some bright yellow vehicle. We needed to be seen by as many people as possible. Big up my guy! The people of London, my people. They want me as mayor, you see that? Oh, I love this game. All right, we're about to arrive. Polling station, there it is. It's time to go vote. This is just doing my bit, using the beauty that is democracy and voting for myself. Once I'm mayor, we won't do it like this. I'll just stay mayor forever. It's called dictatorship, George. It's not every day you turn up to an election and you can vote for yourself. And obviously, I checked that box and made my vote count.
That's
but
crazy.
During this whole campaign, there was definitely an audience which I hadn't reached out to, and this was my opportunity to capitalize on that. What I plan on doing is turning London once a year into Lundoff, and turning all the power off once a year in London.
Oh, you've lost me, mate. That is the most idiotic thing.
It's not idiotic, man.
Fantasyland,
No, it's not Fantasyland. Wait, okay, one more point. Give me one more chance. I plan on building another London Eye, so it becomes the London Eyes.
Nah, you're you've lost me. You've lost me, son. Like, good luck.
Serious, man.
Good luck,
Thank you. Rule number one of being a politician: not everyone's going to like you. But when people don't want to listen, all you have to do is talk louder.
Vote Niko, please.
So fucking valid.
Vote Niko. I love this game.
We had like a speaker attack.
I'm thinking about all the old people who this absolutely sent into a tizzy. The old people who saw this guy and were like, oh, fucking Gen Z, typical, of course, blah, blah, blah.
Attached to the outside of the vehicle. And I just used that to scream our message through the streets of London.
Last minute campaigning. Hey couple, I'm talking to you. I stand for builders. You on the phone. Please vote Niko today to be your London mayor. That's right. Bye.
Bye.
This is not real life. A literal mayor candidate is going around campaigning in a bright yellow van, screaming "Vote Niko" for a megaphone.
We then called up some old friends to really bring our message home.
Stand for the national anthem, please, boys.
Oh my
So this
God.
time, I joined them.
There we go.
Nah.
Can I have the guitar for a sec?
We walked through Leicester Square, and just 48 hours before this, I was on a billboard there, and now I was marching with my Mexican
He's
club.
such an icon, honestly. Niko's awesome.
I love this song, the EDL.
I don't know what the EDL is, but they are saying deport them and remove their teeth. The double whammy.
We were campaigning for the people, for the public, and all you have to do is talk to them to understand how little they actually feel represented by the political space.
London needs a move there to change things and work for the poor people as well as the people that's got money. Who a mayor that's for the people, not for himself.
Yes.
Exactly.
And this gentleman seems, is it you?
Yeah, that's me.
This gentleman seems like the right gentleman.
Thank you, man. Election day campaigning was sick, but then I checked my phone and I was blown away. So many different people from so many different backgrounds were all going out there voting for me, leaving their houses to vote for me. It's a whole different thing. And yeah, I just want to thank the YouTube community, the NDL, and literally everyone who backed me, who wanted me up there representing them. Yeah, I was just in shock. I'm still in shock now. Yeah, whole thing was nuts.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Everyone, mum's like, I went up there and everyone was taking pictures of me and stuff. They're like, yeah, I just voted for Niko. And then they're like showing them in their phone, your name's crossed.
That's elite.
And it's actually nuts. Everyone's just flipping, crossing your name.
No, today's been surreal, man. So surreal. Yeah, just seeing everyone posting and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The polls have now closed in the London mayoral election. Counting will begin in the morning, but it could take days for the final result because of COVID precautions.
Voting stopped. No more campaigning, no more publicity stunts, just the count.
Niko.
Well, polls, of course, closed at 10 p.m. yesterday evening, and the count for the London mayoral and assembly elections started at 7 this morning. The results are expected over the weekend.
So they were trying to say that our votes were just being counted up and we'd have nothing to say about it. We needed to go down there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Voting is done, but we're now heading in to the polling stations where they're counting all of the votes. Let's head in.
That's hilarious.
And find out what's going on. Hello. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. How's the Labour Party?
Best wishes.
And we're in the hall.
How did
all
they
the votes
get in?
going on here. They're all counting them up. Hopefully I'm taking an early lead here.
So many people were there counting votes. You don't realise how much effort actually goes into these things until you actually run. It was wild, but also very boring. So it was difficult to find a way to keep ourselves entertained.
I can see myself. Oh wow, it's on.
Vote Niko. Big up. We're going to win the whole election.
Big
My
up.
friend, you're not wearing a mask.
I'm not wearing one.
No, I don't see a mask. I can just see your mouth. You're not wearing a mask.
He doesn't get it.
Oh wait, I think I see the strings. Oh wait, no, it's just camouflage. It's just the camouflage. Because it's blended in. Do you get it? Because you're not wearing a mask, it's camouflage? Yeah. There we go, nice to meet you, my friend. Okay.
Bro did not get it. Niko's here, his joke's here, and this guy, over the head. No, actually, wait. I did that wrong. Joke's here, Niko's here, this guy's here.
All these votes were being counted, but there was a screen at the front which was a live count of all of the votes.
I want to see this.
And it had us beating Peter Gammons, which was supposedly impossible. It had us beating Brian Rose, which was supposedly impossible.
Okay.
But we were drawing with Lawrence Fox, and from that moment, the battle for 5th began. Now, getting 5th place became my obsession because from the start, breaking into the top 5 was marked impossible, unheard of. It couldn't be done.
Back in 2016, the top 5 candidates, the candidates from the top 5 parties, got nearly 94% of the vote. This is a really hard mould to crack.
And here we are battling for 5th place with a man who had £5 million in backing.
How much money you got in the bank? Not you personally, the party.
5 million quid.
Lawrence Fox was easily the most controversial candidate of this whole mayoral election, and something tells me he wouldn't want to lose to a YouTuber wearing children's glasses. Especially as he doesn't actually think being a YouTuber is a...
I gotta say, I love this because I think the government, and this is in the US, you know, maybe it's better there, but this whole messaging is so real. Like, it is so corrupt. It's so hard to break the mold between, like, in America, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. There's so many people who I think are in the middle and independent. And it's like, you can't break into it because of the funding and just the way things are in the government. They make it so hard to break the mold. So what he's doing here, yeah, it's not on like, it's on a smaller level because it's not like the president for like the US, for example. But, you know, he's proving that you could break the mold. It just would take a lot of hard work, and people are fed up, kind of, you know. If you're willing to vote for Niko, you're definitely a little fed up, and you're also maybe a little bit of a troll.
Real job.
6 p.m. tonight.
But I love the message.
Tune in 6 p.m. tonight.
I don't think I will because I've got an actual job.
But the more results that came in, the closer it got. At one point, I was beating him.
Niko Omilana, 4,678. Lawrence Fox, 1,948.
And then he was beating me.
Lawrence Fox, 5,461 votes.
The showdown.
Niko Omilana, 2,000 votes.
And it continued like that until the live count froze at 90%.
The election poll has been frozen with only a few constituencies left to announce, and as it currently stands, Sadiq Khan has won the London mayoral election. This is the final update until the results are announced.
1.8%'s pretty solid for being a meme, basically. Let's see it.
Now the main stories in the capital, and Londoners are still waiting to find out who the city's mayor will be.
The latest from officials here is that a winner will be announced tonight sometime after 8:30.
Okay, it's election day. It all ends
It's so
here.
serious.
My friends, it's time. This is the thing which everything has been building up towards. It's results time, baby.
Everything we'd been working towards was all for this, and I was just proud of what we'd achieved together as young people. Like, no matter what, the NDL has taken over London in my eyes. Whatever the result was just the icing on the cake.
Yes, sir. Good time. He looks so good.
But the election was upon us. I finally got to meet my fellow candidates. It started off proper nice. The other candidates were showing me love, and I even got to see big lad Peter Gammons from UKIP.
He'll take the picture. We'll just celebrate your L right here.
Well, you didn't do too great either.
Much better than you, my friend.
No.
Much better.
But it was time for me to head into City Hall.
Have you been here before?
Massive success. No, first time. First time. I'm about to claim my victory as mayor.
And you found it okay?
Yeah, I found it great. Great experience. Loved it.
How do
NDL.
you think you've done?
Shush.
And Lawrence Fox was stood right there. My competitor. The guy who we were battling for 5th place with.
Are you accepting defeat from
Sadiq?
To me?
I don't know. Have you defeated me?
I believe so.
Oh, good.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll find out on the stage.
I told him I'd beat him, but in reality, I had no idea. I was just going for blind confidence. We then walked into the big City Hall. It was a lot bigger than I expected, and the walk there took about 3 years. We gave Brian Rose a good old bottle of tea, which he seemed very happy with. And in a room full of 20 candidates who'd been running against each other for the last few months, you'd think there'd be tension, but it was actually the opposite. It was good vibes. Apart from one random lady who wasn't even running, who went out of her way to attack me.
How can they take you seriously when you're wearing glasses like that and a face mask?
I feel like you don't really have the vibes.
Very worrying what you're doing to young people, what you do on social media. You are not a figure.
This is the Karen, okay? This is the Karen right here. You know, it's so funny because earlier I mentioned that there's definitely some people who are so pissed about this. But A, he wasn't gonna win, okay? And B, I think the messaging behind it is so much more valuable than like someone like that can understand. Like, it actually has good value. He's proving that like young people will come out for something they believe in and that the system is fucked. I love it.
For young people,
I'm all for it.
You are dangerous to young people.
Dangerous.
And it's a disgrace that you're running for mayor when there are serious candidates running for mayor.
Go off. It's always nice to see a Karen, and she really thought she did something. But I then chatted to Peter Gammons.
People like you mixed races. Well, my kid's a mixed race, and most of my friends.
But that's like saying, I'm not racist. I've got black friends. Had a really intellectual conversation with Sean Bailey from the Conservative Party. I ratioed you on Twitter.
What?
I ratioed you on Twitter.
Ratioed
you? Yeah. And discovered that the Lib Dem candidate, Louisa Porritt, actually voted for me.
What?
What a world, man.
Yeah.
Jancy, you made me second preference.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But none of them had my respect more than one being. I just want to say to you, it's been nice seeing someone who we can actually take seriously in this election.
Well, and likewise, we do good stuff. We've got an army out there.
Yes, yeah, I know, it is the NDL, yeah.
Yeah, the NDL. I mean, it sounds quite scary.
Yeah, no, it is. I am a supreme leader after all.
I wanted to say, I thought you did a great campaign. Congratulations.
Yeah, same with you, my friend. One thing was for sure,
That's
though,
hilarious.
Rosa Fox did not like me. Welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. I don't think he likes me. I don't think he likes me. He's just probably thinking, if he beats me, it's game over.
Yeah, he's toast.
He's burning, burning. I took that personally. It made me start thinking, you want to walk past and ignore me, Lawrence? Well, I'm going to reduce your legacy to losing to a YouTuber in children's glasses. It gave me that extra motivation to win.
We have one more constituency to go, City and East.
Everything was waiting on East London. We needed a masterclass from them to take us to 5th place. Literally, all we're waiting on now is one constituency. We're 0.1% behind Lawrence Fox. The last constituency that we're waiting on is City and East. So all I can do is hope that they bring it home, take us to 5th. Please, pressure's on. We need 5th place. And then the result came in. They took us through the building where they were going to announce the results.
I hope he beats this guy.
I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm just waiting on the results, man. But oh my gosh, guys, we've smashed the targets. I can't believe it, man. It's nuts. We've shown that we can do it, man. We've shown what we can do when we team up. The NDL is the greatest movement in the world. Vibes for life.
I won't lie, I was nervous. We put so much work into this whole campaign, and it was all going to end right there in that room.
All the candidates, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
I'm now able to declare the results of the election of the Mayor of London, Peter John Gammons, UKIP, 14,393. Count Binface, 24,775.
Nice.
Brian Benedict Rose, London Real Party, 31,111. Lawrence Fox, the Reclaim Party, 47,634.
6th place.
Niko Omilana, Independent, 49,628.
Let's go, Niko.
And we did it. We did. We came 5th place.
You should have gritted.
I was over the moon. I still am over the moon. But yeah, I was just doing stupid dances, celebrating our victory. East London was the final constituency and they did not let me down. They got me 7,920 votes. We came 4th in the whole constituency, beating a major party, the Lib Dem. In total, 49,628 people went out there and voted for me as their first choice, not even second choice. Almost 50,000 people. That's crazy, man. Honestly, I'm so grateful to everyone who went out to vote and everyone who supported. But yeah, then the winner was announced.
I therefore declare Sadiq Aman Khan elected as the Mayor of London.
Obviously, I'm not a sore loser, even though I blatantly deserve to win and everyone could see it. But congrats to Sadiq Khan for winning the mayoral election. But poor Lawrence Fox was burning because he lost to me. That poor man. Unlucky, my friend.
Congratulations to you.
Well Thank you. 5th place is mine.
Good one.
Well done for your campaign.
5th place.
Yo, he said good one.
Let's go. Being real,
He's
I didn't
pissed.
even know how to react. But then I went outside and so many people were out there celebrating. Subs only.
Tubs only.
Everyone was gassed, and the only reason this was even able to happen was because of everyone who got behind me. We're all a team, and this W belongs to every single person who supported our campaign in any way. It belongs to us all.
Absolutely crazy, bro. You're a YouTuber and you come out on top 5. Fam,
Yeah,
well
that's
done,
crazy.
congratulations. You're, I'm just shocked. Flipping hell. My guy!
Listen, we did it for the vibes, that's all I want to say. We did it for the vibes, and we've engaged young people. We've shown that young people need to be represented. Big up. Let's
That
go.
is true.
Thank you, my friend.
We came
We got a
5th.
bunch
People
of
had
80-year-olds
millions
in
in
the
budget
government.
in their campaigns, and we beat all of them. We're the biggest independent party in London. Thank you, everyone.
Where's
Big up.
KSI?
Oh, I'm on top of the moon, man.
For an independent party to come out of nowhere and come 5th in a major election is unheard of, but we did that. We made it happen. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
nothing without the people's support, but together, we've made a dent in politics. And that's what we ran for. There were 20 people in this election, and we came 5th. Millions went into people's campaigns, and we beat all of them. The only people we didn't beat were the major parties. That's nuts. All I can say is
that's
thank
impossible
you.
to
It's
beat.
crazy, man. All I can say is thank you. Big up the NDL, big up young people just in general, and big up the vibes.
Big up the vibes. Oh!
It was a big story, a YouTuber coming out of nowhere and coming 5th place. Many people wanted to be my first interview. The BBC, who originally refused to interview me in person, had now hit me up.
Of course.
And I just went full circle and refused to be interviewed by them. We eventually chose ITV, who definitely embraced our campaign throughout, so I trusted them to bring our final message home. Okay, now the election's done. We're now having an interview with ITV to round everything up. What an experience.
Finally, they were never expected to win the mayoral race, but they caught the public's imagination and attention over the last few weeks. YouTube star Niko Omilana finished in 5th place.
The candidate who got the 5th highest number of votes is this man, YouTuber Niko. He earned nearly 50,000 votes, making Niko the most successful independent candidate. What do you think that says about the state of politics in London at the moment?
I feel like that says that a lot of people don't feel represented, and they felt like they could get behind my campaign because they feel just that they aren't represented. At the end of the day, the only 4 people we lost to were the 4 biggest parties in the country. I hope that this changes the way that these major parties engage with young people in the future.
Niko's political career has stalled before it's really begun, with this bombshell announcement today.
It's time for me to retire. Goodbye. Thank you, ITV.
Goodbye. Not with the shades on.
His dramatic exit only slightly shorter than his political career.
And your water. And my water. Don't litter. Thanks. Appreciate it, ITV.
Sam Holder, ITV News.
That's fucking hilarious.
Needed his coat.
I had to retire because, believe it or not, I'm not a politician. But we always said we were running for young people, which is why we made a platform where we could pass the baton on to the young leaders of tomorrow who are doing big things right now, which was the best way we could end this whole thing. When I look back at this election, obviously I was taking the mick out of the political system, and yes, I was trolling people, but what really matters is so many people have connected with it.
Niko from there, come on, let's go.
Vote Niko! For Mayor of London, everyone vote Niko! Vote Niko!
Mariachi!
Let's go team! No matter how much people try, no one can deny the impact which we've made. When the NDL first started 3 years ago, I never, ever, ever imagined we could be anywhere near this big. From a prank video on a racist organisation, all the way to being the biggest independent party in London. I can't even put it into words. In an election where so many people ran, the candidate who made the biggest impact is someone who ran for vibes and young people. I don't care what anyone says. That's so elite. And I'm so happy to leave the political world with that as my legacy.
Yeah, you don't want to get into politics. Seems like hell. Not the damn. Okay, see, now that hurts. I need me a pair.
Well, what a journey. And I'm so excited for what's next. So make sure you guys subscribe to join the NDL. And look what I'm wearing right now. The brand new NDL hoodies. And if you think this is good,
nice.
Wait till you see the back.
The merch.
We've taken over London. So yeah, that's coming very soon. Make sure you follow my social medias for that one. And I hope you guys enjoy. Big up. Peace out.
I like that outro. Dude, that's a cool outro as well. Look at Niko. Okay. This video was so well done. It was well produced, edited. The concept was awesome. I was very surprised by the seriousness of this video. Even though there was plenty of troll throughout, I really think the overall message was awesome, and Niko definitely took enough time in this video to get his message across. Politics is such a tough subject, and I feel like governments have a lot of old people in them, which was touched on in this video. So I do think it's cool to kind of take a stand, prove a point the way Niko did, and I think he did it in a very fun but important way. Overall, Niko is a really funny guy, and he's one of the few people who I feel like could actually get away with this and actually make a dent in the election. So kudos to him for being willing to put so much effort into this and being willing to stand up there with however many people at the end who were all pretty much taking it very seriously, and just having the balls to do that. It's not for everyone, I'm sure. This was definitely an amazing watch, so thank you guys for recommending it. I hope you enjoyed watching it alongside me, and I will see you guys on my next video.